Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my entire maxmara coat collection. But we are not just going to breeze through my collection, but instead, I want this video to be your go-to guide just in case you're thinking about investing in one of these stunning pieces. So grab yourself a cup of coffee or your favorite drink. I've got my chai here. We will be sipping and chatting and going through my entire collection. Now, I must confess that I have developed a bit of obsession with maxmara, and it all began with the iconic teddy coat. But ironically, I don't have that in my collection, and there is a good reason behind it. So without any further ado, let's dive into the chic world of maxmara coats. Now, although maxmara has a diverse selection of fashion items like handbags and shoes, they are mainly known for their coats. I mean, when I think about maxmara, I think of their iconic coats. But of course, over the years, they have introduced so many various different collections, such as S maxmara, weekend maxmara, and most recently, they have also introduced leisure maxmara line. This is they want to introduce more and more versatility to cater to various different styles and tastes, and of course the price point. Now let's talk about the coat that started it all. It's the navy coat. I always say it's the navy coat that started my maxmara journey, and it's from their S line, and I was so blown away. I mean, I'm still to this point smitten by the quality of their S line that since then I added 2 more. So at this point I have a total of 3 coats from their S line. They're all kind of similar but yet different, and all of them are in this wrap style. They are all long wrap style coat, and material wise they are all double wool but unlined. So if you take out, or so to say, take out their iconic coats, most of their other coats are sort of fashion statements. They are kind of perfect for the fall or early winter. They will not serve you in the depth of winter. I mean, these are not the type of coats that will shield you from those harsh, biting winds. And for me, the way I like to maximize their use is I oftentimes layer underneath. Some of these coats, they come with belt loops and some don't. I mean, I don't know as to why some come with belt loops and some don't. I know that some folks love having the belt loops. They enjoy the flexibility of letting the belts hang around. Whereas for me, I am team no belt loop, if that makes any sense. I mean, I rarely belt my coats. I prefer to keep them open. And on the rare occasions that I do decide to cinch it, not having the belt loop gives me the freedom to tie it wherever I fancy. Let's talk sizing. Now, all the S maxmara coats that I own them in different sizes. So for instance, the blue one, I got it in a size IT 38, and then I got it resized to, I don't want to say I got it resized to size 36, but I got a little bit of fabric taken out so that it fits me better. And that's a long story. I don't want to go over it again. If you want to know more about it, I will leave a link to the unboxing of that particular navy coat. Yes, I do have a video on that coat. And the red coat, I got it in a size IT 36, whereas the white coat, I have it in a size IT 40. I mean, it blows my mind, right? It is like 3 sizes bigger than my usual size, which is IT 36. Now, depending upon the style of the coat and the look that you're trying to achieve, the size that you want to go for may vary. And so I would highly recommend that you go to the store, if there is a store nearby, and try out the coat, because a lot of their coats are, so to say, oversized, and some of the coats are kind of like just the perfect size. So depending upon the look that you're trying to achieve, you want to pick that size. And one thing to remember is, as you go up in size, the length of the coat is going to get longer. So for that white coat, I went like 3 sizes up. That was the main reason. I was looking for or so to say, craving for that long, extra long coat because I wanted that extra drama with that white coat. By the way, I got all of these coats on sale, and I'm talking about 30 to 40% off their regular price. And typically, S-line coats, they range between 1200 to 1800. So if you're able to score them on sale, why would you not? So if you are eyeing a particular coat, I would say wait for it. Most likely it will go on sale, and Maxmara, they themselves run promotions twice a year, and there are other shopping places such as Saks, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom. They also run promotions on Maxmara. Along with this, there are online websites such as Farfetch, Louisa Viaroma, Sense, which also carry Maxmara, and they also have these promotions from time to time. If you are eyeing a coat, I would say wait for Black Friday, or there is another, like mid-year, sometime during the summertime, June, July-ish, wherein you can get these coats on sale. Now let's talk about the teddy jacket. So earlier this year, I treated myself to the teddy jacket. Now, as you know, originally, I always wanted the iconic teddy coat, and I have flirted with it a few times, but I don't know, it never quite clicked. And to put my theory to test, I bought myself a faux fur coat from Mango about 6 years ago, and during that span, I just literally wore it for 2 to 3 times. So yes, it didn't vibe with me. Fast forward to the short version. I love it. I am just obsessed with it. It is everything that I wanted from the teddy coat, and it's so easy to style. It goes with everything. I mean, it looks bomb with everything that I put it on. Material wise, this jacket is made from 88% camel wool, just like the iconic teddy coat, and it's super warm. I mean, I have worn it on cold days with just a cashmere sweater underneath, and it kept me toasty. As far as sizing, it was a bit challenging. I bought 3 of those coats to get to the right size. So I started off with US size 4 because I wanted that oversized, slouchy look, but it was just too oversized. So I sized down and got US size 2. It was still too big and kind of looked a little off. The length was a little bit off for me. And finally, I got it in a size US 0, which still has that slouchiness, but it looks like it was a coat that was made for me, It was the perfect length, the perfect slouchiness, everything that I wanted from that coat. So a big shout out to my amazing Maxmara team, the girls there. They convinced me to go for size 0, and I could not be happier. And now we are down to the last one. So a couple of months back, I bought my dream coat, the one and only Madame coat. And I went all out with a complete review of this particular coat. So I won't dive too deep into the details here. If you caught my previous video, you are a rock star. And if not, no worries. I'll drop the link below for you to check it out after this one. I also did a video comparing the 3 iconic coats. So the Manuela, the Madame, and the Ludmilla. And if you ask me why I went for the Madame versus the other ones, I don't really have a good answer to it, except for this is a coat that I always wanted, and this style works very well with my lifestyle, So that is why I went for this coat. And as for sizing, I went with IT size 36, which translates to US size 2. But I would say that both US size 2 and US size 4 works really well. And in that other video which I did comparing the 3 iconic coats, I tried in a size, this particular Madame coat, I tried in a size 36 as well as 38, and I think both look equally fine, but I just went with IT size 36 because at the back, I feel like with IT size 36, there's a little bit of more fabric. And for reference, I don't know if I ever mentioned my height in this entire video. So for reference, I am 5'2", and typically always wear US size 4 to 6, depending upon the style and the brand. In terms of warmth, I have worn it a few times and it kept me nice and toasty. However, I don't plan on wearing it out on rainy or snowy days because I want to be able to preserve it for as long as possible. So for harsh weathers, I'll just stick to my trusty down jackets. And there you have it. That's everything that I wanted to share in this video. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your fashion forward friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button and I will see you in my next one. Bye.